Hi, I'm Pam Ragland. You're probably looking for information on eating disorders, anorexia, or bulimia. Well, did you know that technically an eating disorder is an addiction? I've been blessed to learn a lot about addictions. I'd like to share with you some information here that you will not find anywhere else, and I hope you'll stay tuned to listen in and find out about it. If you have a mild eating disorder, or if you have a severe eating disorder, I want you to know that you can be free of your eating disorder now. It doesn't matter what's happened in the past, you can be free. In fact, what I'd like you to do is stop right now and imagine a time when you were free of your eating disorder. No matter what kind it is, no matter how severe it is, it doesn't matter. There was a time in your life, even if you were 2 or 3 years old, when you were completely free. Go back to that time, and I want you to imagine that right now and just see how you feel. You can feel that way again. You can be back in control of your life instead of the food controlling you. You don't have to suffer. I want to tell you a little bit about what I have here at the site that can help you. I've done pioneering work in helping people with addictions. And what happened was, by accident, I became an accidental addiction expert. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. But one of the things I also discovered was addictions and eating disorders follow the same MO. If you have an eating disorder, you have an addiction. It's just an addiction to food. And this is really good news, because this means that with a new revolutionary process that I discovered called thought shifting, you can actually be free. It's not this mysterious thing that you have to suffer with for the rest of your life. You can be free of your eating disorder, and you can be free now. I'm going to tell you how you can get answers to questions such as, am I addicted to food? How can I stop my eating disorder? Is there really some treatment that can really help where I can be free? Do I need to check in someplace to get treatment? Or can I do it from the privacy and comfort of my own home? I'm the author of the book, The 7 Whys of Addiction, the hidden secrets that cause addiction, and the 3 keys to finally be free of them. I specifically added a chapter about eating disorders because of my work with clients that have eating disorders. I learned as I traced the process that eating disorders follow again the same exact MO, the same pattern as any other addiction. They are indeed a food addiction. And again, this is good news. What happened was I didn't sit down to be an addiction expert or an eating disorder expert. I just wanted to help my clients change more quickly, effortlessly, and permanently. So I discovered this process called thought shifting. Thought shifting literally erases all the past triggers, the reasons for your addiction or eating disorder in the first place. And what happened was, by accident, with working with my clients, I found out that I was helping people with things like addictions and eating disorders. They would tell me things like, either immediately or gradually, their eating disorders and their addictions just went away. It didn't matter really what kind of addiction it was, but here we're concerned with just eating disorders and things like anorexia and bulimia, which are really just more severe eating disorders. Emotional eating is a more mild eating disorder, so those being the difference. Because of starting to help people intentionally with addictions and eating disorders, I learned a lot, and that's why I wrote my book. Since those first successes, I've learned so much more. The information I've learned can help you too. I've been able to surpass what the other eating disorder treatment programs can do, because no one else is able to erase the trigger and the reasons for your addiction. It's kind of like going to therapy for, let's say, 1,000 years. That's what thought shifting can do for you. It gets rid of things in lightning speed, and without having to rehash the issue and the reasons why you have your eating disorder in the first place. So it's very powerful. And as a result of that, I've learned things that no other program or treatment out there has learned. And those are some of the things that I can share with you. No one else has gotten this far in treatment and discovery. No one. So here's what I have to help you. When you register, which is 100% confidential, you'll gain access to 2 different ways I can help you. First, if you simply want to learn if you or a loved one have an eating disorder and how severe it is, and then get basic information about how that matches and works with addictions. You can choose my Understanding Addictions at Last audio series. Again, an eating disorder is just like an addiction. It follows the same pattern. So you can learn a lot about why your eating disorder happens in the first place and how to treat it from this audio series. Next, if you need treatment now, I still suggest listening to the audios, which you can get right away if you need them, because they describe what I do in much more detail, and you can see if it's a good fit for you. I'm the only one in the world to offer remote rehab and remote treatment for things like eating disorders of any kind, anorexia, bulimia, and also addictions. I can actually erase all of the reasons why you have your eating disorder in the first place, which makes it so much easier for you to be free of it. You'll also discover on the next page information about this program where I erase all the past stuff, called Masterpiece People, featuring thought shifting. It's really easy to register. Simply enter your name and the best email to reach you at. Again, this is 100% confidential. Then you'll be taken to a page to find out more information about my Understanding Addictions at Last audio series, and also the Masterpiece People program, which features thought shifting. I want to thank you for stopping by.